You can go lay down, Maximus. You can go lay down with you, little mama. I love you. He's a big boy. Go lay down. Go lay down. Mama's gonna go live. Go lay down. You know, mama. Hello, hello, hello. Ellie, out. Out, Ellie. Maximus, you go on too. You go lay down. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, puppy. Somebody says hi to you, Maximus. They said hi. Say hello. Today we're doing a live reading for Ashley and Jamie at 2 o'clock. We will be giving a free reading, but anytime I go live, take that as a class because you'll see what I do, how long it takes me to see the symbols, how to interpret them, and every time I go live is an opportunity for all of you guys to learn how to become a scryer. Now, the official class day is every Saturday at 12 o'clock. And this is where I go over my process and how to become neutral as a reader, blah, blah, blah. And I give very specific details about my process. But when you come on the lives like today, it's always an opportunity to learn how to see and how to interpret symbology. It might even be a good opportunity to write down the symbols that we see and write down what they mean. Getting into symbology is huge when it comes to hearing the voice of spirit. Hello, thank you. I love you. Thank you guys are so awesome. Hi, my babies. I'm going to cuddle you. I'm going to put a blankie around you. Going to give you a birthday present, even though it's not your birthday. Going to wake up in the morning and bring you a cupcake with a candle in it. And you say, what's this? And I say, it's your birthday. And you say, no, it's not. And I say, yes, it is to me. And we go to Disney World spontaneously. And it all of a sudden you thought you were in a grumpy mood, but no, no, no. Mommies have the ability to change your whole perspective on life just by bringing a little magic into your world. So we are going to be connecting with Ashley today. Ashley has very good vibes, very good energy, open energy, and just wants to know what Spirit has to say. She may be surprised that Spirit is awakening her. So welcome to Ashley, if Ashley is here. Let's see. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. Hi. Oh, you pinned a comment. Thank you. Thank you. Wonderful comment. Thank you. Oh, you're here. Salty Rose Vintage is Ashley. So Ashley, Spirit brought me a couple of symbols for you. Number 1, ding, 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 the bell. This is your great awakening. And also brought me a bumblebee. Somehow you're connected to the bumblebee. A golden bumblebee, actually. And the bumblebee is a very significant spirit guide and symbol for you. You guys should know that your spirit guides come in the form of bugs or animals because they shapeshift as a communication. So let's say your spirit guide is a tree, but it doesn't come to you as a tree. It will come to you as a bird or a hummingbird or a butterfly or a bumblebee or a squirrel. It's not because your spirit guide is a squirrel or a bumblebee or a ladybug. Mother Mary is the ladybug, but that doesn't mean that she is a ladybug. What it means is your spirit guides communicate via telepathy, and telepathy is pictures, and pictures is symbols. So it's telepathic visions. And so if your spirit guide gives you a telepathic vision of a squirrel, this is your spirit guide coming to you as a squirrel to say it's time to collect knowledge and save it for a hard winter, or save it for something. You're collecting information. You are learning and storing memories. And the squirrel is earthbound, and it is a suggestive of someone who is elusive and should stay to themselves, things like that. So just know that your spirit guide may be a dragon, but it may come to you as something that flies or is earthbound, and this is a communication to you, okay? Shape-shifting spirit guides. Spirit wanted me to tell all of you guys that whenever I see your spirit guides come forward, this is them shape-shifting into a cat, a dog, a bird, a bug, a bumblebee, to explain where you are and where you need to be. Okay? Because your spirit guide is invisible. Your double self is invisible. It has the ability to be anything and anyone, really. So, let us move forward. Ding, ding. My name is Mary Moses. I am an oracle. I've been doing the art of seeing, is what it used to be called when I first started 4 years ago on TikTok, and we actually made a book of your readings in 2020, TikTok Art of Seeing, and then it changed to Looking Glass, and then now it's the ancient art form of Scrying. It has changed. I have changed. If you begin to step into a gift, really, you're not supposed to stop, because you will become so adept within 4 or 5 years. And I have also become stronger within 5 years, where I have continuously I have continued to do readings for you guys for so long that it has strengthened me in so many ways. And so I encourage you, if you get into this, don't stop, don't give up. Let's do a meditation. Ashley, let us be about 12 years old, okay? Let us have butterfly clothes. You and I own a business, and it's called Snap-on Clothes. And basically, you wear a t-shirt that's magnetized, and you can snap on something on top of your clothes. And so we own a business called Snap-on Clothing Company. And what you snap on in front of your shirt or in front of you is a butterfly clothing, clothing that glows in the dark, clothing that is magical, that can do many amazing things. So it's like putting on new clothes, new ideas, a new person, and the old world will look at us like, that's weird, but no, this is the new world. So I just see you doing things like that, and I'm very proud of you, and I'm like, what? So this is an allegory that you will probably be starting a business, or maybe you need to get into your own thing and bring about that new earth and the new vision within your life. So let us anoint your piece with Misha. Misha, our little butterfly with the golden perfume inside. Rose essential oil. Hi, darling, you leaving? Bye, I'll see you when you get back. Beep, beep, beep. There we go. I love this perfume bottle. Look how it shines. Another butterfly. If I hear a song in my head and I start singing it, it's probably just one word or maybe one lyric that's for you, not the entire song. I long to see the sunlight in your hair and tell you time and time again how much I care. Sometimes I think my heart will overflow. Hello, I just gotta let you know, 'cause I wonder where you are, and I wonder what you do. Are you somewhere feeling lonely, or someone loving you? Tell me how to win your heart, for I have loving you. Tell me how to win your heart, for I haven't got a clue. But let me start by saying I love you. Okay. For some reason, you're driving a car. Okay, so you are over a wall. This means you are not in a low realm. Don't know if you were born there, but you are not there. You are not under narcissistic control. The dark ones cannot see you nor detain you. You have a cow symbol here, which is like the new earth. You have birds. You have you looking like an angel, an earth angel. You have an angel mother, angel holding an other mother. So you have a lot of mother energy on you. You're very protected. There's someone sitting right next to you. You're both sitting on a wall. Now, there is an angel of judgment, and you also have a ladybug. So let us look here at this, these allegories of what's going on here. This is a very serious energy of someone who So let me just show you something. So this is like a mother, and she is telling you to protect your head at this time, and I'm going to explain exactly what that means. She is giving you a seal of God. You are being protected. You need to protect your head. You are in a protection mode until you learn to protect yourself. And so you're going to have to train yourself to set boundaries and imagine things. You have a moon on your ear, and this mother is protecting your third eye. And there's a bird, a beautiful bird here, and she's like an angel. This energy is training you. You're being trained. There's a child or an older, I don't know, somebody here who is the embodiment of a seal of God. And this seal of God has ancient writing on it that looks like Celtic knots, dragonflies, looking things. And so you're seated here. There's a set of stairs going up to a, yes, you have this loop coming out of your head. I'll tell you what that is. There's things in the unseen world that we don't know about, and we have to know about it, and I will tell you. as far as protecting yourself. You actually have a lot of energies. Your spirit guide manifests as a not a tiger, I guess, a lioness. The new earth is the cow. It is a flag of the United States being torn. You have a butterfly. And so you have angel wings. You're being groomed to step into some kind of angelic teachings. Don't know why you're holding baby dolls. But there are stairs going up, and there were stairs going down. And we will look down here. This is like a dark basement where the wild things are. Places where we should not put our consciousness or our thoughts or our mind. This is people who really think of dead things and feel dead things and follow dead things and eat dead food and have dead friends, and they're just dead. They're boring. And so, yeah, you don't want to even put your feet down there at this time. We are going through a huge shift in consciousness, collectively and individually, and there are rules to this new world. This new world is So you know Beauty and the Beast, there's a man that he's a clock on Beauty and the Beast, and the clock talks. It's got the face of a clock, and goes up like this, and then this side goes up like that, and then the third one isn't quite there, but you're going through the threefold flame. In a sense, you're being taught to go through the threefold flame, and the clock is there. And it's like this, and this, and this. It says 12:20, so that's 1220. All right, let's look and see what's in your hand. So you're holding a crown. The crown is a merry-go-round. There are people there. There's you have, your crown is made up of different realms of time. One of these is a seat of judgment. The other is barley, wheat, almost like the Saint Agatha energy. Your crown is a protective realm that no one else can enter. It's like you create your own universe type of thing. It may be difficult for me to bring this forward, but you are holding a crown, or at least you are learning about who you are in order to wear this crown. And the crown is protected by a dragon energy. But this dragon changes shape, and And so over here we had barley, wheat and barley, wheat, the golden wheat. And then over here we have a chair, a queen's chair. And in the queen's chair, it's empty. Right now, in the queen's chair is a rabbit. This is like the Mad Hatter's Tea Party. You got the Mad Hatter's Tea Party going on right now. Until you're ready to put the hat on. Yeah, you're in the Mad Hatter phase, maybe. So you've got the crown. You are going to learn to not entangle your ethereal net into other people's energy, and you're going to learn to protect your ethereal net. You are being guided. Your ethereal net should not go down here. Your feet should not be down here. What does this mean? Well, it could be something like you listen to the news, right? And the news says these people were a bunch of jerks, and that's happening, this is happening, and you're, you start thinking about how terrible the world is, and you begin to allow your energy to go into their mind. The entire world is made up of mind. And if our mind goes into the mind of the dark ones, then we actually shift back down in there. But there is the ability to shift up and stay up and to balance our threefold flame. And one of these is a goldfish, the golden age of Aquarius here. But down here, these are people who, or energies or minds, who cannot create their own power. They cannot. So they have to feed off of you. And the only way they can feed off of you is if you let them. And how do you let them? Well, let's say that you're watching Johnny Depp with his wife and his ex-wife, and it's so entertaining to watch, right? But the problem is, what we don't understand about this new age of Aquarius is when we think about people who resonate with the energy of divorce, we will actually adopt that energy. And it could manifest in our lives like a cross-contamination or a virus. So we have to seek first the kingdom of God or the gods and leave behind the world of the dead, people who cannot produce their own power. They need us to give them our power, our energy, our attention, and they meet us on the astral realm. And we may not remember meeting them on the astral realm. And believe me, when there were politics going on, I have met every president of the United States because my husband had, the stuff playing over and over and over and over. And I'm an oracle, and so are you. So I met them on the spirit realm, and every single one, they manipulate us, and we don't remember. And every single time I think about the worst thing in the world, they are like swine. They often carry the cross. They hide behind religion. They're just a bunch of jerks. They just don't produce their own power, and they need us to give them we actually sign contracts with them. We, it says M-E. Gnomed. Demon, Demon, demon. The dark world, they won't tell you that they don't know how to have their own, they cannot ascend. They're stuck in a realm and they want us to stay stuck there with them. So anyway, seek first the kingdom of God. You are learning how to protect your Taurus field at this time. Do not cast your net down into the dark world. Do not send your mind or your energy into anything where the people of this world are talking about how awful it is there. Of course it's awful there. Stay in your world. You are ascending. Get your feet out of that world. So whatever you're doing, this is spirit telling you, keep your eyes up and know that we are shifting and changing worlds. You are at 1220. Let us talk about what the threefold flame is. Let us talk about your ethereal net. We literally have gone through a star. This is Sirius B, the dog star. We have shifted time, and our mind works like the golden compass now. And anyone you think of, you'll meet them on the spirit realm. Sometimes you'll see through their eyes, and you'll feel like they're feeling. So if you have friends who are often depressed and you think about them, you may become cross-contaminated and depressed because you will take on their energy, not realizing how your brain is now working in this new age. So let's begin the lesson here. Once upon a time, we were born in the moon energy. The god of the moon was named Sin. The moon represents darkness. It could also represent shame, ignorance, and narcissism. And as we began to heal our chakras, we finally got to the fourth heart chakra, where we began to see the light, and this is the sun. And when we found the sun, we began to get downloads. We actually came above a lower realm. Scientology calls it the clear. They say in Scientology that when you're down here, you have things called operating thetans and implants that are put you under mind control and take your loosh. Your loosh is energy that emits from your chakras. So your chakras are points of drainage. We activate them through knowledge, awakening, time, shifting. Many things have to occur. And then, like the 7 colors of the rainbow, we can take our point of drainage, which is also known as loosh, which feeds the dark ones, and we can turn it into points of power. We'll call it pop, points of power. And the 7 points of drainage turn to points of power, and we begin to wear the rainbow light body, the 7 colors of the rainbow, and the dark ones can no longer see us or detain us at that point, as long as we keep our feet out of their world, keep our mind out of their world. So if they're aborting babies, abusing children, doing all kinds of things, we're focused on our double self. You have been born again. You have been twice born. And so now you have a spirit guide that shapeshifts into many different things. You have butterflies and bumblebees everywhere. Right over this cow here. Butterflies and bumblebees everywhere. Right over this cow here. Butterflies and bumblebees. This is you eating honey to become an oracle. So make sure that you eat honey. Honey will help your oracle abilities and to hear the voice of your higher self at this time. So you're getting the seal of God, which means you're not going to die. But you have to work at protecting your energy, and you're at 1220. So 1220. 1111 is a gateway, which equals 22. In 2001, there were 2 towers that looked like the number 11. It sat in front of water that mirrored 1111. 911 equals 11. And the twin towers were on fire. This is twin flame. And we died of an old paradigm or an old earth in 2001. And when we went into this new earth, we began to see the Mandela effect. We began to see so many strange things. All of us began seeing the number 11 or 1111, the number 22, 44. And this was a new awakening, a new time. And we began to feel and sense something that wasn't there before. This is because we were rebirthed. We had finally a new time. And we began to feel and sense something that wasn't there before. This is because we were rebirthed. We had finally been reborn into a new world, like a polar shift, 2 poles. So we went through a pole shift. It glitched there. Like a polar shift, we went through a pole shift, the 1111 pole shift. So anyway, now you're in the sun, you're above the wall. Scientology calls it the clear. It's called the clear. Here's where you become powerful. Here's where you leave behind the world of narcissism and ignorance. And it's just very much like Harry Potter leaving the Muggles. Harry Potter was 12 when he left the Muggles. Jesus Christ was 12 when he left the Bible. Dorothy Gale was 12 when she left Kansas. Jesus Christ has 11 letters in his name. Harry Potter has 11 letters in his name. Dorothy Gale has 11 letters in her name. So it goes from 11 to 12, and then you will end up going to the number 13, which is the master, becoming the master magician. And you can only become the master magician when you get into symbology, geometry, numerology, because your double self needs to be activated. And you need to know the voice of your double self through telepathy, through television, telepathic vision. The threefold flame reflects that you have been reborn. You have doubled yourself, or you are aware that you have a double self. These are in so many stories. Odin let one eye go into the dark world while his other eye was up here. So you were down here, and you are becoming aware that you had another eye here, and you're bouncing to that other self. So you've been doubled. This means that you have gone into a metaphorical boat. It's known as the Vesica Piscis. The Vesica Piscis is what is above your head here, 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 and here. It's one of the most important symbols in your piece. It reflects that you have been born again and you are aware of your double self. Maybe you don't know how to activate it. Maybe you don't know how to communicate with it. Maybe you don't know how to protect it. Well, here's what happens. The Vesica Piscis is the eye of the needle in Christianity. It is the teardrop and the flame. It is also a boat. It is the Holy Grail. It is the belly of the whale. It is a waiting place. It is a symbol that the days of Noah have returned. The Ark of the Covenant and the Ark come from Armenia. And in Armenia, there are, the god is named Ar. And Mithra is like the myth of Ra, because Ra wasn't really the god. It was Ar, which is the opposite of Mithra. So Ar. And so the Ark came from Armenia. It just so happened that they had a 7.8 earthquake near Armenia today. And that's huge, really huge. I told you guys in all of the readings that we're seeing all these Vesica Piscises and these boats and being above a wall. You can look at this as a boat here. This is a boat. And if you are in the boat, good. You are protected with the seal. If you're not in the boat, then you have not doubled yourself. So you can only get into the ark 2 by 2. And this is in Egyptian mythology. The ark in Egyptian mythology is actually called the Egyptian Book of Gates. The boat is called the boat of Ra. But we know that the real original god of the ark was from Armenia, named Ar. The Egyptian Book of Gates will allow you in this protected realm if you have been born again or twice born. You can only enter the ark 2 by 2. Inside the ark, you will be given a spirit guide that can shapeshift and manifest as a lion or an elephant. They are chambers of realities teaching you, like Hogwarts, to become powerful and to walk on water, basically. So even Christ said you can be as powerful as him and more. So this is what happened to you. You've been reborn. And I'm going to explain what that is above your head. It's not just the Vesica Piscis. You are going through the baptism of fire. The baptism of water is this. You have this above your head. That's fire. Now, the threefold flame is what your future is going to. Now, the threefold flame is what your future is going to teach you to balance the threefold flame. When you double yourself, you will also go through a tripling. There are 7 seeds of life, like there are 7 chakras. You will also triple. There are 7 seeds of life, just like there are 7 chakras. And so when you go through the threefold flame, you're going through a trinity. Think of Harry Potter, Hermione, and Weasley. Or think of Neil Anderson, who found his trinity. When you find your trinity, it'll manifest as 2 other friends in your life, or it may manifest as 2 spirit guides. You will end up balancing wisdom, truth, and understanding. And those 3 flames have to be perfectly aligned. Blue, pink, and gold. Otherwise, you'll be powerless. And your ethereal net will get tangled in other people's energy. When you've entered the ark, because you have gone in 2 by 2, you will eventually become the triple. When you become the triple flame, this creates the holy dove. This is the body of the holy dove. Okay. When you get the holy dove or the raven, you will continue to grow into, your spirit grows like an embryo in a womb. And this, when you quadruple yourself, this is the olive branch. When your dove finds the olive branch, you will find a new paradise where the old world won't even exist, and you won't even have to worry about getting your feet there or your mind there. So, you are protected, you are guided by several energies. You don't have your crown yet, because you are going to learn to balance your triple flame in the age of Aquarius, the golden age of Aquarius with the goldfish. And you may be a keeper of time. You may be a timekeeper on the astral realm. Something about teaching you to time travel through portals. And everyone in here is who you were and who you're going to be. We were all jerks. We were all dead. We were all down here at one time. And I'm not saying that you were a demon. I'm saying that we all swam in the same waters, drank from the same waters. And now we're coming out into a new world. And this new world is 33, the 33 vertebrae of your spine. Christ died at 33. This is a a metaphorical death and rebirth. The 33 vertebrae of your spine, Christ died at 33. This is a metaphorical death and rebirth where you're going to become someone that Spirit wants you to be if you obey. So let us talk about your net, your ethereal net here. We talk about this almost every day. The ethereal net looks like a lot of Vesica piscuses put together. Like this. It's invisible. It is a luminosity that surrounds the physical body. This web of energy gets torn to shreds during daily living. Huge portions of it can become lost or entwined in other people's bands of energy. What you think about and who you think about can bring forward darkness or light, and your ethereal net can get tangled. So you will learn to protect your double, your ethereal net. Recapitulation is retrieving filaments of your energy that you have left behind in the past or that has become entangled in other people's energy. It's a breathing exercise of inhalation and exhalation and many other body movements that helps to protect yourself. Many of us who are learning the art of becoming invisible are listening to comedy, making things, focusing on making beautiful things. We are teaching. We are listening to frequencies, and we are meditating, and we are gazing at the sun, and we are leaving behind chaos. So we don't care what's happening in the world because it's not our time to fight or to shame it or to blame it or to be upset about it. It's our time to protect our energy and to empower ourselves. The world of man is no longer our problem. We leave people behind because that is what we are meant to do. What does your double do? This is your double self, Ashley. Anything you want it to do. Your double can jump over trees or fly through the air or become large or small. It can take the shape of an animal. It can become aware of people's thoughts or fly through the air or become large or small. It can take the shape of an animal. It can become aware of people's thoughts or become a thought and hurl itself in an instant over vast distances. It can even act like the self. It can shapeshift into a dragon, a lion, a cow, or anything. So the reason you have to protect yourself is because if your enemy strikes you in your ethereal net, they strike your vulnerable points. And it's not the power of the physical body that is destructive, but the opening that your enemy will make in your ethereal net. It can hurl into that opening a force that rips through the ethereal net and cause major damage. So this is why you're being protected at this time, because we are unaware of these things. But there will be a point when you will stand up and become her. And you will be the embodiment of all these energies, and you will be doing great things because you will be aware of it. See, there's your fourth quadrupling there that hasn't become part of the threefold flame yet. So what are you looking at over here? And what is it that your higher self wants you to see? It's like, look at this. And I'm like, what are they looking at? Let's draw something to see what you're looking at. I don't see anything there, so let's put something there. They are looking at something right here. So let's do that really quick. What are you looking at? What does your higher self want you to see so badly? Pulling your eyes open. Saying, look, Ashley. And you're like, I don't see it. And I'm like, I don't see it either. It's like our higher self is like, you guys need to hear more. I'm like, tell me about it. I need to hear more too. So it's a person. It's a man. It's a man that is, like, you know, I don't know. This is some kind of, perfection, being perfect. I don't know, there's a man here. And that's what you're looking at. I don't know if it's a warning about somebody. Not yet. I don't know. Oh, I know what it is. I couldn't figure this out. That ladybug, it's a mother energy. We've actually shifted from a narcissistic male-dominated patriarch, and the goddess, the mother, Mother Mary, Emma Yah, Freya, Hathor, this female goddess energy is now we're not in this male-dominated world, and your spirit guide is a female, and she is letting you know that this new earth that is like the cow is no longer dominated by this narcissistic male energy within us or without us, not meaning that the males were jerks. Some women have male energy, but this male dominated reality that really handled the earth and the animals and females inappropriately, in some of our opinions, maybe, has shifted to the female. in this pole shift that we've gone through, which is why there's a female here, is we've gone from male, male, male to female. And now this female is growing you and many others into being powerful. And we have to leave this male-dominated religion, this male-dominated institutions, should I say. If institutions reflect male energy, that set these institutions that say this has to be this way or that has to be that way, like religion or like paradigms or ideals or beliefs which keep us separated and keep us working 10 hours a day and doing things that aren't really a good mommy energy. This mother is now wanting to not only take care of all humans, but the earth, and only those who shift away from death energy, selfishness, self-serving, low self-worth even, self-important energy, they're going to not come. But those who hear the voice of spirit and actually grow themselves into hearing that invisible mother's voice will begin to be given downloads and gifts to bring forward a new paradigm that is more balanced and more against Father Time. She has her elbow against Father Time. Although this is you. So you are going to be letting go of time itself in a sense. You're not going to be worried about time. You're going to go with a flow that is a divine flow. And this divine flow isn't worried about being late or on time or not worried about things that we used to worry about down here. So I think this is going to be a big relief for you in your future of you not being under the institution of time and the male-dominated institutions that are never in our favor, by the way. Never. Things will start being in your favor. Things are starting to be in my favor. And it's a good thing. Very good thing, actually. This mother is not a narcissistic mother in the sense that she's wanting to be in control and control us. And this is the best mother ever who sees the butterfly effect of your future. And this is the best mother ever who sees the butterfly effect of your future and protects you. This is the mother that wakes you up in the morning and says, here's some magical tea with edible glitter inside, and let's go to Disney World, and let's go pick flowers, or let's go smell flowers, let's go do something fun. And she is a protector of your emotions, of your mind, of the world, of animals, of everything, and you feel very safe learning and becoming her eventually. That is the job and duty for us to become her. We went through the body of Christ, the 7 wounds of Christ. We died on the cross of the ego. We stopped taking on the sins of the world. We rebirthed and transcended, and now it's time for this female energy to come and say, okay, all right, great job, guys, but we're going to do something different now. So just know, Ashley, not all of your answers came today, but we will look for a couple of numbers for you to see what's going on here. You need to recapitulate your past and just to make sure you don't have any contracts. I do see one contract here. And we are in the year of the rabbit, 2023. You have this rabbit right. And we are in the year of the rabbit, 2023. You have this rabbit right here. The rabbit is all about letting go in the age of Aquarius of contracts. that we think about ourselves, that we think about the world, that we think about things, and we let go and envision a new world and create that new world. You have a big butterfly right here on the cow's nose. Isn't that cute? This is a symbol of the water. We are in the water rabbit. That's the year that we are in, the water rabbit. Your dress says Yeshua, like Yeshua. Yeshua. Yah means moon. Shua means sun. You went from the moon to the sun. I want to see some numbers up here. I want you to see that you're seated and you have angel wings behind you. You come from the angelic realm. There may be a symbol there that you should look into, the Enochian books of the angelic voice and the angelic angels. It's by John Dee. It's about creating magical squares. Let me see if I can look at one for you. Creating magical squares to open portals. And the female energy doesn't do what the male does. So we're going to be doing things different now. And that is opening portals and creating realities. We have the ability to birth. So we're going to be birthing worlds here. Birthing ideas. Is it this book? One of these has the magical squares in it. Let's see. Maybe it's this one. See that? These are magical squares. They have letters in them. They are, you can make a magical square of a sun and most of the time they're all numerology, but you can see how you can put a circle in the center of a magical square and you can create amazing things. See, this one has 3F666543217654333, right? And this is a circle and these are numbers, and this may be a symbol that you should get into magical squares. They actually are very powerful. The power wouldn't have worked in the old world, but they will work now. People don't realize that these magical squares actually work now, and I haven't done it myself, but it's complicated, I will say, because it makes my mind spin. I think we should look at YouTube videos and do this magical square 101, and begin very simply with the magical square of the sun and things like that, but it gets very complicated. Those are heavy books. Put them over here. There we go. Okay. Yeah. This jerk. I'm not sure if it's someone in your life either, but it may just be an allegory for the old world that we're leaving behind. But you get a vibe off of it and see how it makes you feel. Yeah, these books are called The Complete Mystical Records of Dr. John Dee. They are the transcripts from a 16th century documenting conversations with angels. And these angels have names, and many of the symbols of these angels come forward in our readings. So if you get a reading from me and you get a table or a clock with numbers, this is about and some symbols here that are look like the angelic writings. This is and the angel wings. Yeah, we are in a new world. What didn't work before down here is now working now. We just have to implement it and just make it happen, I guess. HHH is a Pisces, is the letter H. And if you see HHH together, it's usually 1111 with a cross through it, right? 1111 with a cross through it. 111111. And it's heaven, hell. It has many, many meanings. The letter H is very, very significant. It's the symbol of Pisces. It is, let me show you what it has. Many symbols in alchemy. Let me find my alchemical. Where is it? Here. Let's see. This H is Pisces, and it's about projection, right? And then you have this H, and this is sulfuric acid. There's this H, and that is steel. It reflects metals. And these metals are about where you are spiritually. So if you have HHH, it could be Pisces, sulfuric acid, and steel. Those are the three main H's in alchemy. They are communications from angels. They will talk to you in very strange ways. Oh, you're a Pisces moon? Ooh. So just to let you know, Ashley, you're 12 years old spiritually. You're leaving behind an old, narcissistic, male-dominated world. It's like you're leaving the Muggles. You're going to the land of Oz, where your Glinda is going to lead you. And Glinda is going to give you your crown. And Glinda is going to show you how to become Glinda. And you will have a wicked witch probably fighting you to push you to Emerald City. But if you persist in all efforts, you will fly over the 7 colors of the rainbow like a pretty little bluebird, and you will have the power all along, and you will be standing up, walking the golden ratio, the golden yellow brick road, to the golden age of Aquarius, and you won't look back at the great and mighty Wizard of Oz, who was full of hot air balloon, the false gods. So that's where you are. You're getting in a boat, so you're in the in-between place. But in this place, you are being shown things. You are awakening to things. And all you need to do is just study and read and awaken. And eventually your double self is going to beckon you to do more things. To stand up and begin leading people with that great mother energy. My rooster doesn't know how to crow. He just goes, "Arr, arr." Hello, is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. It's so funny how It's so funny how everything is changing in such a way that if you look at this piece, this narcissistic male energy that I was raised up with is shifting into a very gentle man, a very gentle male energy that is adopting the female within them and allowing a shift. And this shift is good, from this to that, from just a balance of male and female energy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, good. You guys are feeling wonderful, beautiful, loving energies come through. That's good. Sorry about the glitching there. So, Ashley, do you have any questions, darling? How can one get a reading over the phone? You would have to order on forestfairy.com and then text me right away and say that you would prefer a private reading, and we would schedule it. Thank you so much. It's a beautiful read. As far as what you're meant to do, the only thing that you're being shown right now is you are being shown truth, and that you're leaving an old world, that you're in the in-between place. It's a waiting place. You are only meant to strengthen yourself at this time. You are in a seated position. This means that you are above the realm of the prison planet. You are no longer in a prison. You are going through an awakening to become part of the angelic realm. Because you're not standing, this is just not time yet. It's not time for you to be in that standing position like your double is. But that your double is above you is very good. This means that you are listening. Double is. But that your double is above you is very good. This means that you are listening and you are wanting to balance yourself and to leave behind the world of chaos. Yeah, we're kind of in a void. But you have a line of energy. You have a line of energy that comes out of the top of your head, and we all do. And your higher self is protecting that with a hat. You should also protect your head because of frequency manipulation. That is what your higher self is saying. I don't know why there's a child there, but there is. Well, the boat, Noah, actually means to rest. So many of us are in the eye of the needle. We are in the boat. We are in the waiting time. We are in the learning and teaching time. You should be teaching too, Ashley. Whatever you know, you should be teaching. to be in a seated position is a teacher. You're in a teaching position. As you teach, you will learn. And you have to practice being an oracle. And it takes time. I don't see that you have any illness or any sickness or anything that's keeping you down. I just see that you are leaving behind this, but there's something still keeping you down there, and I don't know what it is, but don't worry. It's just a matter of time when you will learn how to control your thoughts. It's kind of like Voldemort getting into the head of Harry Potter. Focus, Harry. Don't let Voldemort in your head. The dragon is your friend and your enemy. Think of Avatar. When the main character said, how do I defeat my dragon? How do I subdue my dragon? And she says, it will try to kill you. So in alchemy, if your dragon tries to kill you, it's your ego trying to dominate spirit. See, flesh and spirit must be balanced. Flesh must allow spirit to crystallize within the flesh. This is what the Christ is. The crystallization of spirit within the flesh. And it's a battle. It's a battle between the wolf and the vampire. It's a battle between the flesh and the spirit. So the dragon, you have to be eaten by the dragon as the allegory. And to be eaten by the dragon is that you have subdued all of your beliefs and your emotions. You've healed your past in such a way that only the energy of truth and life and the angelic realm, God, moves through you, speaks through you, works through you, and you become an empty holy grail that works for the one and all God, which can manifest as millions of people and millions of different energies. There are many, many different fragments of God. Basically, you turn into an angel in the sense that you are only working for God. So when these dragons come forward in weird ways, this symbol would reflect that they have balanced male and female energy, but they have not allowed the manifestation of spirit within the flesh. When you have balanced male and female, this means that you are balanced with logic and emotion. But have you heard the voice of God, and do you obey the voice of God? You know, that true voice, the life energy. If you haven't, then you have not found your Trinity, your threefold flame. And when we begin to learn about the threefold flame, the dragon will dominate you on top. And the male and female will be working together. And you will be going through the Trinity at that point. Male, female, and spirit, which is the dragon. And then when spirit has manifested within your flesh, you will wear the crown. And the crown dominates time, and you can time travel and do many things. So Ashley's not there quite yet. She's going to, though. And she will be doing great things. Going through portals, time traveling, shifting mountains, moving mountains, making the world better, creating a better world. Why 8484? So numerology in these readings are paralleled with an entire paragraph in gematria. It's kind of like tarot cards. You look up that number in gematria and you find a connection to time. That is a whole paragraph or sentence explanation. So you look up gematria and then you input 8484 and you look for something that reflects this, and it is a parallel from spirit, because spirit doesn't write in English. For whatever reason, I can't see entire sentences. They give me numbers and we look them up. Let me see what time it is. When I do Ashley's reading for her, after this, it takes me about a week, and I will paint this digitally and hear what Spirit has to say a little bit more about this if I didn't understand clearly. And then I look up what that number is and I give her the explanation in the video. Because some things I do have to look up because I don't know what it means. GEMATRIA, like the word gem, and then at, and then Ria, RIA, gematria. You're welcome. All right, Ashley, thank you. Good job. You are not in the lower realm. Yes, you have rebirth. Yes, you have many spirit guides. Yes, you're going to learn a lot of things. Yes, you're going to change things. Please take this reading seriously. It's very serious that all of us not only awaken, but continue our studies. Become an alchemist. Get into gematria. But continue our studies. Become an alchemist. Get into gematria. Get into the 5 platonic solids. Behind every pleasure and every pain is a platonic solid. You want to change the world? Change the shape within your mind. Change the platonic solid. You want to change your life? Meditate on sacred geometry. Begin making magical squares. Let me see what time it is. It all depends on what you pay for. So, so for instance, the $50, you are online with me for about an hour. Plus, it takes me 2 hours to make the video and to digitally paint it. So that's 3 hours of my time for $50. That's a lot. And you get a copy of the original and the digital copy just sent to your email or to your text. And you can have it printed out on anything. But for me to go to the post office and ship the original and the digital, that's $100. And it takes a lot of my time. So just understand that these aren't just like regular readings. They aren't like a tarot card reading. You're getting something much more significant. Okay. Yeah. We have 30 minutes. So if you want a quick reading to see where you are spiritually, give me your first name. This is a free reading. You will not receive the original. You will not receive a video. This is just a free reading until I call my 2 o'clock appointment. So just give me your first name and say whatever it is that you want to see. Like, what are you wanting to see? Where you are spiritually? Are you in the boat? Are you above the boat? Are you learning from a male or female energy? What is it that where are you? Okay. Oh, so many people here already. Goodness. Yes, I want to make it affordable. My husband's like, you should charge more. You spend way too much time on everyone's readings. You like hours to make the video and everything. And it's just like, why? You know, I just don't, I just feel guilty about that. I don't feel comfortable taking money at all, to be honest. But I don't like to just get nothing back as well. Do I do anything cheaper? Yeah, I do have a $30 reading. And of course, I do free readings every day. You can take your chance on getting a free reading every day. I always make sure that for those of you who cannot afford it or don't feel led to pay for it, that you have the opportunity to get a free reading from me. Now, you won't receive your original and you won't receive a video, but at least you'll be able to see where you are, if you are being attacked, if there's anything going on with you. All right. Yeah, time is money, yes. You guys are so cute. Oh my goodness, I don't know who to choose. Martha, I did a reading for you. Of course you've doubled. You're at 12 o'clock, remember? Remember? Thank you. You guys are so nice. All right. Somebody wants to know if they're being attacked. What is your first name? Oh, Jessica, you want to know if, can you please tell me where I am spiritually? I'm trying to get away from a narcissist. Jessica. Okay. Jessica, you're going to do a imagination game with me, okay? You need to do an imagination game with me. So, close your eyes and put your hand over your heart. And imagine the smell of roses. A whole field of beautiful roses. And I'm with you and I'm holding your hand. And your clothing is tattered and torn. And you've lost some power. But you're not powerless. You're strong. You're just and you need to empower yourself more. And you need to take care of yourself. You need to take care of yourself more. So I see you. Let's see what Spirit says about you. So put some jingle bells on your shoes. And you and I are starting to walk through a pathway along these roses. I'm holding your hand. And I lead you to a tree that is emerald and it glows in the dark. There's a doorway. And you've lost power because, yeah, it seems like you have an energy that's after you. And so I'm protecting you and I'm putting you in a tree. And it's emerald in there and it's like a womb and you're being protected. So, yeah, there we go. And it's like a womb and you're being protected. So, yeah, there we go. It ain't right to love someone as much as I depended on you. It's a heartache, nothing but a heartache. Loves you till your heart breaks, and then they let you down. It's a fool's game, nothing but a fool's game. Standing in the pouring rain, feeling like a clown. It ain't right to love someone as much as I depended on you. When you think of a house that's spinning like the Dorothy house, think of a tornado. Think Dorothy house. Think of a tornado. Think of a Taurus field. Trying to get my signal back. Why? When you see a house, think of Dorothy's house that spun. Think of a tornado. Think of a Taurus field. And someone's in your house. This means, see, when we astral travel from thinking about someone, your brain works like the golden compass. And when we think about someone a lot, we invite them in our house. And you are being gagged. You don't have a voice. And so you have to be aware that this man, these individuals in your life, the way to keep people out is to forgive them. But what is forgiveness? Is it kind? Nope. Any man that bears no fruit should be cut down and thrown into the fire. You know a man by the fruit of his tree. Cut him down and throw the memory of him into the fire. Use the ridiculous spell. And that is, see, what are you holding here in your hand? Some drink. You need to drink water. You need to get hydrated. You need to collect personal power. To have someone in your house, they will dominate your energy and your power, and they're but you are allowing it. Greater is spirit within you than you are in the world. You do not have to allow anyone in your consciousness. You can put them out. So you have a horse, and this horse is huge. And this horse is you are riding on the horse. This horse wants to take you to a better place, but you are allowing this man, this energy, to come into your, to be entangled in your energy, and it's making you powerless. You have a old woman, like a grandmother, above your head. She is a protector in some strange way, and is telling you that certain contracts that we make with our thoughts about self and about the world will actually anchor you from going forward and will keep you from your crown. And here you are with a stick and a sack, like you are running away from home, kind of, and leaving home, and you feel, and these tears are coming out of your eyes, and you have this umbrella, and this is a symbol of your Taurus, your energy being torn, and a book of your life, sad story, something happening here. And pointing energy. This is the accuser spirit, someone who has an accusing spirit, and you doubt yourself. You aren't you. Actually, his thoughts are getting inside your head and you feel like it's you. And so their ability, narcissistic people, their ability to make you think bad thoughts about yourself because you allowed their energy into your house, messing up your Taurus field, which is the tornado, which is an apple. Your Taurus field looks like an apple. I get this, that they use stuff like blackmail. I don't know, like there's something about it. But anyway, you're going to have to get ruthless and cut people out of your life. And you're going to have to, because you are keeping yourself from knowing yourself, from being powerful. When you are half you and half a jerk, this man here, because you allowed it, then it's not true. Let's see what's true. What is true? Well, what's happening is, the reason this is happening isn't because the world is so evil. It's because you are learning something really, really difficult to learn, and that is how to get off the cross of taking on the sins of the world. And when we are on the cross of Christ, taking on the sins of the world, we give people our power and our energy because we think that's what we're supposed to do, and that's not true. We actually don't allow people to make us feel like we are a thief or a liar or a sinner or anything else. And we don't think about people because thinking about them will bring on the sins of the world onto our body and into our consciousness. If someone is narcissistic, they have the ability to affect your thoughts. And you will think things that you think is you, and you will feel guilty, and you will self-sabotage, and you will start doing things, and you'll start losing power. And before you know it, you're not you anymore. You are dominated by something other than your divine purpose. So get off the cross. Don't take on the sins of the world, and become an escape artist. Become invisible, because your Taurus field is torn. You have to collect personal power. There's an agenda for your crown. There's an agenda for your energy. But the reason this is happening is to teach you. Teach you that you are nothing. You are nothing. You are nothing, and yet you are everything. You are no one, and yet you are everyone. You are empty, and the only thing that you feel is a wonderful, joyful feeling of God. And you are life energy, and you have life power. And you do not have to be on the cross, taking on someone else's thoughts. And all of that is a lie, a complete lie. Not true. So you're going to escape, like I said, through a portal. You're going to protect your energy, and you're going to recapitulate and breathe back your power, and you're going to change your diet, and you're going to clean your house, clean your car, clean your diet, clean your relationships, clean your emotions, clean your belief systems, and get to 0 point energy. And once you become nothing, you become everything. To be polarized is to be on the pole and to be on this cross, so don't be polarized. Your Taurus field is messed up because Dorothy allowed her dog, Toto, which is your mind, your divine order of God, your divine mind, is the dog. Your dog can go into the Wicked Witch's garden and it'll mess up your Taurus field. You'll get entangled with a reptilian, narcissistic Wicked Witch, which will send your house into a reality that isn't true. So what you have to do, and when you see the tornado coming and your house is spinning, is because that Wicked Witch got into her head and it changed her world. And it began to dominate her thoughts. But when we heal and we awaken, then suddenly, when your thoughts seek first the kingdom of God, and Toto found Emerald City, then you will learn how to direct your Toto to finding and seeking only the kingdom of God. And that includes people. And so let the dead bury the dead, and cut anyone out of your life that bears no fruit in your life, because they are simply a reflection of who you were and who you don't want in your consciousness. I'm going to tell you a story really quick. The hair of the horse is protecting you. Hair is power. You have your arm wrapped around the horse. Hold on to that horse. Hold on to that power. I did a reading for someone, and then my higher self saw them on the spirit realm. I don't intend on doing anything. My higher self goes where when I think of you, sometimes I see you on the spirit realm, because what you think on and what you focus on is where your horse goes. Just like the never-ending story, Atreyu was in the swamp of sadness, and he became sad, and then his horse became sad. And then when your horse is sad, then you lose your power unless you get a good luck dragon. So don't let your Artex go into the swamp of sadness. So I saw this woman, and she was kicked out of her house. And she was someone I read for, and I said, "Who kicked you out of your house?" And she looked up in the window and said, "He did." And I said, "I tried to get in her house. It was locked." She said, "He locked me out." Certain energies have the ability to lock you out of your own soul and take over you like mind control. They will literally control your mind if they're powerful enough. There's entities and energies that literally have the power to control your mind. Mind control, controlling your house. So when I saw this person on the spirit realm, I broke into her house, went upstairs and saw a priest up there. And I said, "Who allowed you in her house?" And the priest said, "She did, through religious contracts." "Who allowed you in her house?" And the priest said, "She did, through religious contracts." And I said, "Yes, but you don't obey the Holy Spirit." And the priest slammed the door in my face. And I had to tell this person that I read for, be careful who you give power to. Be careful who you think about. You don't know who you're dealing with. We don't deal with flesh and blood. We deal with principalities and powers. These principalities and powers are after your crown, your energy, your mind, your body, your voice, your hands, everything. So seek first the kingdom of God. And you can do the ridiculous spell on him. And you can cut him out of your life through the true forgiveness of, you don't have to cast curses. Forgiveness is killing someone out of your very memory and never thinking about them again because they don't have good things meant for you. So you have a very angelic energy. You are being asked to go into a portal and go and protect your energy at this time. And anything that you've ever thought about yourself or other people is all false. It's time to learn the truth that you have a power and you have a power horse, and this horse wants you to go to wonderful, beautiful places and wants you to ring like a pretty bell and a golden bell to the golden age of Aquarius. And you've been torn. Your Taurus field. If you want to know how to repair the Taurus field, I make videos about this on my page. I have lots of videos on my YouTube page, Mary Moses Art. There, I talk about it almost every day in my live. You can watch one of my lives. But basically, you have the Hat Man. And the Hat Man is a human being who's dominated by principalities and powers that are not in your favor. Careful what you drink, and drink water. It says map. It says nap and map. It's time to rest. It's time to heal your power and leave the old world behind and get off the cross and go through this rebirth and resurrection to become a person that you're meant to be. You are a prophet. You have a unicorn horn. You have strange feathery hair. Your arms, hands make a light like a flashlight. You are a protector of the light. You have the ability to take darkness and speak it away with your voice. And you haven't maybe tapped into your power yet. You need to, though. You have angelic wings. Even your wings can touch jerks, and they will be very afraid because you aren't you. You are the body of Christ, the crystallization of spirit within the flesh. They should be afraid, but you just have to not allow these jerks into your life, into your consciousness. If I were you, I would just listen to comedy all day long until I trained my brain to not think about these people. You are saluting, so you're a soldier of God, but you're not a soldier of God if you're allowing someone else besides God into your energy field. Many people can pray to God or to their higher self or to Christ or to whatever God they think and say, I love you so much and I want to only obey God. But when we allow people who hurt us, it hurts God in the sense that we are not doing our divine purpose or work. We're doing the work of the dark ones because the dark ones are inside us. And it gets ruthless. Why do you think Jesus said, if you don't hate your brother, your mother, your sister, even your own life, you can't go to the kingdom of heaven? Because the world of the dead, all they want is to control you and to control your mind. It is not in your favor. It sounds mean, but we don't fight flesh and blood. We fight principalities and powers. There are human beings who are not humans. They are dominated by archons and ones that seek to keep you from your divine job. And that is to be a light and to speak things into existence that will bring balance and love and joy and power and connection and wonderful things. But there are human beings who aren't dominated by that light. They are dominated by energies that want to keep you in a prison planet and want to keep you quiet and want to put something over your face where you cannot speak or prophesy the truth. They want you distracted. Alcoholism, drugs, pornography, things that will keep you in a lower realm, keep you sad, keep you in a depression. They want you depressed. Why? Because if you are depressed and sad and they can't ascend and you can, then you are under their rule, working for them, doing their bidding and their calling. They do things through you. But God can also do things through you. It all depends on who you allow to move through you. The spirit of narcissism is self-importance. Self-importance is a lower vibe moon energy, the dark energy. Self-importance, the great and mighty Wizard of Oz, who was full of hot air balloon, the false god, the false light. Very religious people often follow the false light. So you have to be careful. Even religious people can be the bad guys. Martha, the reason that Spirit didn't show you what your purpose is because you are being distracted and you need to protect yourself at this time. And with that salt and everything, it's not your time to hear your purpose yet because you are being distracted. Remember? Wait until Spirit says you're ready to hear what you're meant to do. Energize yourself first. Awaken yourself a little more first. You are distracted. And don't be dependent on me for all your answers. I think I've done 2 readings for you. You should hear the voice of your higher self. You should not be dependent on me. If you can't hear the voice of your higher self or God or anything, you can't be addicted to mediums and oracles and all of that. My job is to push you to become powerful and you hear the voice too. Many people who I've done readings for, I've refunded them because Spirit said no. You have to learn the hard way or sometimes the long way. You have to hear the voice of Spirit yourself, not me. I am only, I've done a lot of work to get where I am, but you need to do the work too. And maybe if Spirit tells me to do a reading for you to see where you are, sometime in the future, I will show you. But until then, not yet. Jessica, take your ascension very seriously. We're in a program. It's called the Princess Code. And many of us mate with the false other half. And it's by design so that you are dominated by something other than what you were destined to be dominated by. So please be careful, little feet, where you go. And protect yourself now. It's time to protect your energy and energize yourself and watch your thoughts. The Voldemort is there to take over the mind of the Harry Potter. Focus, Harry. Use the ridiculous spell. Laugh at yourself, laugh at the world, and move on. Forgiveness is not kind. Drink water. It is kind, but it's not kind. It's just understanding that everyone is a mirror of who we were or who we are or who we will be. And so if you meet a jerk, they are a mirror of who we were. I was a jerk. I was ignorant. I was narcissistic. I was all these things too. But I don't want to be that anymore. So I'm going to move away from myself that was like that and anyone who is like that. They are only mirrors of me. So it's not that we're being a jerk. It's just that we're being serious about ourselves and pieces of ourselves that we're healing through forgiveness and letting go and moving on. The ridiculous spell? Oh, on Harry Potter is ridiculous. Ridiculous is a word of ridiculous. It's basically taking anything that you are afraid of and turning it into something funny. You're afraid of spiders, put roller skates on them. Afraid of a snake, turn it into a balloon. You're afraid of a man, turn him into something that you find funny. Listen to comedy. If you take yourself too seriously and you get triggered by what people say, if someone tells you you're stupid or wrong, then you are polarized by self-importance or low self-worth. Laugh at yourself, laugh at your fears, laugh, 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 and before you know it, you will shift to a higher reality where everyone that you see mirrors your new self, not your old self. This is the act of shifting realities. It's an art form, really. It takes time, it takes patience, but you'll do it. The way I do it is I just meditate, cleanse my aura every day, recapitulate, breathe back my energy every day, and laugh. Anytime I hear someone in my head that tried to connect with me, they can't get in. You ridiculous them, you laugh at them. Yes, if you would like to rewatch this, go to Mary Moses Art on my YouTube channel. Yes, if you would like to watch this, go to Mary Moses Art on my YouTube channel. So I'm going to click out of here because I'm glitching anyway. And I'm going to go call my 2 o'clock appointment. And then I will be back here. If you feel led to come back, then I will be so happy to see you. And we will see what we are meant to see. But we are having Jamie. So I'm going to call Jamie. And we will be back here in about 5 minutes. See you in a minute. Bye-bye.